We are still recovering from Big Brother here on the studio floor of the morning show. Last night on Big Brother, two of Australia's favourite housemates were given the chance to re-enter the game, but it didn't come without a cost.
Sophie and Kieran, it's now time for one of you to return to the Big Brother house.
Only one of us.
On the screen before you, an amount of money will gradually increase over exactly 1 minute. At any point during this minute, either of you can press your red button, freezing the total. Whoever presses the button will be allowed to keep the money, but must leave the Big Brother house for good.
So as the clock ticked on and the prize money increased, it was Kieran who gave in to temptation, securing himself a one-way trip out of the house and a bit of money as well.
10 seconds, I reckon.
Payday for Kieran. He joins us now. Hi, Kieran.
Hey.
Hi guys, thanks so much for having me on the show.
36 days in the house. Why did you just decide to take the money and run?
So as you guys know, I'm terrible at challenges. So if I went back inside the house, I would have easily had to win at least 2 challenges to get to the top 3. And I thought, look, Dan and Matt have been kind of saying throughout this whole experience, Kieran's not a threat, Kieran won't do anything. So I thought, why don't I take $15,000 of their potential money and run with it, because now that threat is leaving with their money, and they had so many opportunities, guys, to get rid of me in this game, and they kept me around. So I thought, look, a $15,000 tax, $1,000 per challenge loss was a fair tax for them.
Just quickly, Kieran, you were given 1 minute. You had no idea that there was no clock.
Correct.
How much time was left on the clock, do you know?
So I asked producers after I left the house, and there was about 2 seconds left on the buzzer. So if I'd waited even just a fraction longer, I could have been going back into the house, and then I reckon I would have been eliminated the next day and left with nothing.
Good
so
job.
I'm very glad with the result.
Good job. About 2 seconds left. Okay.
Hey, you were the first housemate to enter at the very start and eventually survived 7 nominations, which frustrated many of the housemates. When Marissa was on, here's what she had to say about your survival skills. Have a listen.
Look at Kieran, he's still there. He's the cockroach that never dies that we were talking about. You know, he's still got 3 legs and he's crawling around the place.
You little cockroach, you've had the last laugh though now, right?
I have. The cockroach that can't be killed has now yet been killed, but he's walked away with 15 grand, and it was just beautiful. I have to admit, guys, I was sitting at home watching the episode last night, and I just loved the look on Dan and Matt's face. It brought me a whole heap of joy. I was just loving it.
Kieran, can I say something? God bless you. You would say, I'm the strategist. I know what's going on, and yet you nominated 7 times and you never had a clue what was going on, Kieran.
No, I said I was the puppet master of the house, but really I was just this bumbling idiot that was just trying to get from one thing to the next and run around and make sure I wasn't nominated and backstab people. You know, just the usual on the Big Brother house.
You got it all worked out. Hey, this week Sarah said that you'd washed dishes less times than she's been nominated. Now you're living in a house, 19 other people, right? Did you not think maybe helping out a little, just a little around the house would endear you to those people and maybe secure a longer stay?
Look, guys, I signed up for Big Brother the game. I didn't know I was signing up for dishwashing the Kumbaya social experiment. So I went into the house and thought, we're here to play Big Brother. We're not here to do dishes. Like, if I wanted to do dishes, I would have gone on a cooking show. Like, I'm not here to do that. Come on now.
But Kieran, when you're sitting back watching this and you're hearing everybody say, they go into the diary room and they have a big bitch about you. They say, oh, he's so annoying, I can't stand. Like, how does that feel? Like, is that mortifying?
No, I loved it because I realised in the house how much I was annoying them. So I thought, let's really irk these people up and keep singing more and keep doing the noises all along, just to really, really annoy them. And then I knew that if they nominated me against a threat, they'd have to keep me in the game. So I thought, look, let's have a laugh with this and really annoy people, spill the coffee all over the counter, don't do any dishes, and just enjoy the ride, because this is Big Brother. And I thought people are going to want to see someone that just doesn't want to be with the pack and following all the orders of the house. So I thought, let's have some fun with it and stir the pot. And really annoyed people, which is my overall aim.
Yeah, well, you certainly did that. So apart from your lack of housework, your annoying singing, your incredible unpopularity, your lack of winning any challenges.
Correct.
The list goes on.
Yeah.
But apart from all that huge list, what do you think your biggest weakness was?
I think probably my biggest weakness was, guys, is that I talk too much, and it's evident now on this show I'm talking too much. So, yeah, look, I talk too much. I love to gossip, to be honest with you. In the house, it was great just dropping bombs and then running off and sitting on the couch like this and then looking it all unfold. It was beautiful. But for me, the whole thing about it was probably my biggest downfall was that I didn't win any challenges. But for me, I was saying the other day, my strategy was like a terribly built house. I'd start to build the bricks up layer by layer, and then someone would come in and go, boom, you're nominated again. And that's why I think Australia fell in love with me, because I was constantly having to adapt and change my strategy no matter how many times I was nominated. And look, I'd love to do the experience again. So if there's another season, sign me up.
Well, you live at home with Mum and Dad. What have Mum and Dad had to say about all of this, Kieran?
Look, Mum and Dad are loving it. Mum is very extroverted like me. She's living through it all vicariously. And Dad calls himself the Dadager. So when he heard I was on this show, he took it all over and said, I'm going to be your manager like Kris Jenner, and we're going to end up like it and go big pretty much. But I went on the show for a good time. And look, I ended up in the top 6 and taking away 15 grand. So
Good
I'm
job.
very, very happy.
Good job.
Hey, buddy, we're right out of time, but we've got to ask you, but you've got to keep your answer real quick. What happens now that you are this national superstar?
Well, maybe give me another television show and we can find out.
Oh, he's gunning for your job. He's gunning for your job, Larry.
No, I'll come after Sam Mack's job.
Okay.
I can get that.
All right.
All right.
Sunrise weather. It is.
Great to see you.
We know people.
Love it.
We'll talk to them.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Spend the money wisely.
Brilliant, for sure. Driving lessons.
Yeah, Big Brothers. Big Brothers Grand Final week starts Monday, 7:30 p.m. with a live final on Wednesday. Who wins? You decide at home.
All right.